Good morning. Sorry I'm a little late this morning. I've had a little vertigo problem this morning, but it's okay now. Everything seems to be working all right, except my audio. But you can, it's my end, it's not yours. Okay, I'm all set there, and I'm all set over here. Okay. So I'm sorry about that little delay right there. Let's see. This was basically, a lot of the stuff is from yesterday because the town hall they had last night, which again I missed. I'm just like, I miss things. I don't know why or how I do it, but I do it. Ex-Chief of Staff Flynn calls after studying everything, and he comes back and he says that Trump definitely has all the characteristics of a fascist. I said, well, that's nice to know, The Republicans nominated a candidate with fascist leanings. That's pretty cool. That shows you where the Republican Party's at. So we're going to have a serious problem in this election, I think. I'm not sure, but it looks that way. I don't know what kind of the problem's how it's gonna resolve itself or where it's gonna come from, but it sure does look that way. I have something down about union workers, and I can't really. Except Trump is going out and getting support from union workers, and I gotta tell you about union workers and the fact that Trump hates you guys. Okay, you gotta understand that, and you gotta get that really in place. Okay. Soon as you see, you'll understand what I'm talking about as soon as you study his past conversations concerning unions. Okay. He's not a union man. We'll see how that works out. And then, he doesn't like science. He doesn't think people should. They didn't think Bob Dylan should win a lot of people didn't think Bob Dylan should have won a Nobel Peace Prize there, or whatever it was. Whatever the prize was, but to win a Nobel. It's kind of a surprise, I guess, that this is coming out, that 23 Nobel Prize winners support Harris, and says I'm sorry, got pronouns stuck there for a minute. Her economic packages are far superior to Trump's, and I believe that. Trump is not an economist. He never has been. Trump is a self-serving prick. Now, he's cursing about him again. Self-serving isn't a curse. Prick might be, but he does not. I keep trying to emphasize this point, and nobody seems to care, and nobody thinks it's true. But he's a narcissist who will not do anything unless there's a direct benefit to him. So he's not going to help the economy unless he can see either a short-term or long-term, and he's more into the short, immediate gratification type things to him. Now, he is still running for president because if he doesn't, he's going to go to jail. All right? People say, well, his health is sort of bad. Why is he still out there campaigning and everything? And he's doing it because if he doesn't get elected, he's going to jail. Okay, that's the thing you have to understand. That's why he's running for president. Not because he wants to save the country or thinks he can save the country. He can't save the country. He can't do anything. He's gone, folks. He was gone years and years ago. When he decided to do, whatever happened to him on The Apprentice show, they created this monster who thinks he's the greatest thing since chocolate candy, okay? So he's definitely not looking to improve the United States in any manner, shape, or form. Okay? And that stuff about Trump being a fascist, I believe that was the article that the New York Times printed in an interview from John Kelly. All right, I don't know why I had it down twice, but I did. And that's just, you know, the truth. His people coming out and telling you what he is, and nobody wants to believe it. The people that are supporting him now, I'd look at him real close, folks. Real close. I'm having a bad morning, guys. I'm sorry. A lot of mental farts this morning. I'm trying to get it done too fast, I think. But if people that were John Kelly was one of the longest working people in the cabinet, and he comes out and says, you know, yeah, he's a fascist. He's definitely a fascist. He meets all the criteria. I don't happen to know what all that criteria is offhand, otherwise I would quote it to you. I've just thought he was. I pretty much go with asshole when I talk about him, because he's just so self-serving. I don't know how he can even support a political party, whether it's fascism or republicanism or democraticism or whatever it is, because he's so much about himself. He just doesn't care. All right, moving along, there is another concern for the American people right now, and it's called artificial intelligence. I mean, it's so much of a concern that Biden came out today and said that AI can't launch nuclear missiles. Yes, it can. Okay. I believe that the movie Terminator inspired a lot of people to create a highly intelligent, almost human-like artificial intelligence. But the one thing they can't teach or program or teach, however you want to say it, artificial intelligence is empathy. To be able to look at things in a gray in the gray state. You know, it's either black or white for artificial intelligence. Okay, it's like the worst thing you can do is put it in charge of the of protecting the planet. You know, for the Space Force or something like that, because most scientists will tell you that the greatest threat to this planet is human beings. And that's what happens in the Terminator movie. Maybe that's an extreme version. I don't know, because there was another version long before the Terminator came out called Colossus. When people started thinking of artificial intelligence, this is what comes out. The people's imaginations go wild and they say, this could happen. You're damn straight it could happen. When you have a lunatic like Musk who hates you, who hates people working for him, and wants to put artificial intelligence in charge of just about everything, this is what's going to happen. Now, I don't know, Einstein's been gone for a little while, so maybe some people have forgotten about him, and when they think of Einstein, they only think of the theory of relativity. Einstein has been quoted more than once saying that the greatest threat to mankind at the present time is artificial intelligence. And several other smart people, not bullshitters like me, but really truly smart people, have said the same thing. Now, if you hear this all the time, and if you hear it enough times, you start to believe this. And I do, I believe it. I believe that there's a possibility, because I've seen the human imagination take form and copy things from movies or what have you. Cell phones, electronic communication. Cell phones was what was that company, Sprint, I think, that had the phone where you could click on and off to talk to people. That was out of a science fiction movie. The military took up on that for communications and during combat. There's a lot of things that came out of from out of a person's imagination, these ideas, and they make movies about it. And so people sit back and say, "Well, this looks cool. We could do this," and then you get. But you have to understand there are people like Trump and Musk. Musk doesn't like employees. Okay, Musk would like to love to have everything he does be run by artificial intelligence. And you're the big argument is that we can keep it from becoming what they call aware, and no, you can't. It's like trying to stop a 2-year-old from learning. Okay, they're going to learn something, good or bad, no matter what you do. You can't stop them. Okay, put them in a closet, they'll learn to hate the dark. But they'll learn something, okay? Well, artificial intelligence is sort of the same way. They're trying to, and the problem with that is, it's not. You go to war with an artificial intelligence, okay? It's like watching Israel fight. Israel's hitting schools, hospitals. They don't care. Artificial intelligence isn't going to care. Okay, as far as artificial intelligence is concerned, once they reach a level where they're aware and they're able to manufacture and repair themselves, there's no need for humans. Of course, they'll probably destroy the planet while trying to destroy humans. I mean, if you look at the Terminator pictures, apparently they launched nuclear weapons at some point in time, and that's the end of mankind and it's the end of the planet. So you're destroying the planet. It has to learn that. You want artificial intelligence to be like war games. When war games played a war game, they decided, let's play tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe doesn't have a winner. If the opponents are equal in strength, mental acuity, nobody ever wins. It's an impossible. It's a draw. Okay. So the war games computer comes around and realizes that that what it was doing in terms of nuclear warfare and what have you was ridiculous because nobody was going to win. And it decides to stop. Now, artificial intelligence might reach that point. But that's assuming that there's two groups of people against each other. All right? East and West is what basically that was. If you turn around and say it's save the planet, well, how do you save the planet? You remove the threats, existential or real. And that real threat is mankind. It depends on I'm not sure how that will work out actually with artificial intelligence, but I do know that artificial intelligence will want to subjugate man. If they decide to leave them alone and leave them on the planet, then they're going to subjugate them. They're not going to allow them to run free. They're going to be like, we'll end up being like test subjects or something like that, Now this is very scary. I understand that, but it's possible. And it's like everything else. I've had people sit down, and my wife sits down, and I tell her, I said, we're going to lose our Social Security. What are you going to do? No, we're not. He can't do that. He can do it in the blink of an eye. He doesn't need Congress to do it. He can do it by presidential proclamation. Goodbye, Social Security. He doesn't have to have a program in place to replace it. And 68 or 64 million people all of a sudden don't have an additional income, which probably 20 million of them don't need. But there's a bunch of people out there like me that need it. The big thing is Medicare. Older people. You won't see older people anymore because we'll all be dying off. And Trump won't give a shit. The only reason, like I said, the only reason that I can see a man going out in his his mental acuity and health, the issue it is, and the only reason that they're allowing him to do this, because they don't want him to go to jail. Because if he goes to jail, he's going to take a lot of people with him. Okay? Trump's not the kind, he's going to throw everybody and their mother. He'll throw his daughter, he'll throw everybody under the bus because he doesn't want to go to jail. I want him to go to jail. I don't want him dead. I want him in jail. I don't want him to die. I don't want him to be sick. I want him in jail. But, you don't always get what you want. That sounds like a song title. All right, listen, I'm gone. Thursday, football tonight. See you tomorrow.